I'm Liz Hapgood of the Hoof Boutique, and we're based here in Bude. I've been doing this for about 4 years now. Hoof Boutique is really an online shop. We specialise in selling hoof boots for barefoot horses. Traditionally, people have always kept their horses shod when they wear a metal shoe on their hoof, but more and more people are realising that actually it's quite unhealthy for the horse, and that it's much more beneficial if you can to keep your horse barefoot. Sometimes that means that your horse has to transition and is quite uncomfortable for a period. So a hoof boot is a great tool to allow your horse to be barefoot most of the time, and then you can put a hoof boot on their hoof as and when they require it. I got into using hoof boots about 5 years ago. My own horse was intermittently lame, and we couldn't quite figure out what was going on. I'd had him, he was shod. I realised actually that when we turned him out for a period without any shoes on, just to let him have a bit of a break, and I realised he was actually very sound without shoes. And then a friend of mine asked me if I'd ever considered keeping him barefoot, and had I heard of hoof boots. I'd never heard of them at the time, so I started researching hoof boots, what they were, where you could get them, how you could use them, and I started experimenting with boots on my own horse. At the time, I was looking for a bit of a career change. There weren't really very many retailers out there selling hoof boots, and I just saw a gap in the market, and that's when Hoof Boutique was created. I've had one meeting with Colin from the Growth Hub. It was great, and it made me feel really positive afterwards. It's about how we're doing and about the growth of Hoof Boutique. I'd got to a point where I've grown. Hoof Boutique has grown quite a bit, and I need to invest more money in stock, and I just needed a bit of business guidance really. And I just had a look on the internet and saw that the Growth Hub was supporting Cornwall and local businesses, and I registered online, and Colin contacted me, and we arranged the time, and he came and spent about an hour here just talking through sort of where we were and what our plans were, and he's made some great suggestions. He's going to put me in touch with some people to help me with a business plan and some funding, taking on a new apprentice, all sorts of things that I wouldn't really have been able to deal with on my own, if you like. So it's great to have somebody now offering a bit of support and guidance.